See how
while you
thin her
can.
hair was back then?
It looked very thin.
How
That's
she said,
crazy.
wish we had a picture. We just
There it was.
There it was.
Okay, so this is the body polish. And we have two different scent options. We have the Coconut Grove, which is lime zest, bergamot, creamy coconut. It's beautiful. It's like a vacation. But we also have Chestnut Honey Bloom, which is apple, linen, fresh air, chestnut honey, gardenia, vanilla, and musk. Beautiful. This scrub, I can already smell it just from you opening the lid. The micronized sugars, this is a very, very easy to use scrub. It's not like shards of sand. It's micronized sugars, the oils, the honeys, the coconut oil. I mean, use this on your body.
This was
you want
handmade.
smoother looking skin? Oh my gosh.
I just need you to do one thing, and that's what I'm doing with my finger. Mix it up.
Yeah, because so
it's gonna set, because I didn't want to put any fillers in, so you're getting the real deal, and that's why this is actually good for you. When we talk about being natural, a scrub is basically we're removing all the dead fibers, the dead skin cells, and everything else that's sitting on us. So it opens everything up. You don't want chemicals, especially at that point.
Yeah.
So I've gone as clean can be. And so when you mix this up, which is fun, I like doing it with my finger, because when I take my finger out, it's the smoothest finger out of the 10.
Well, but you know, this is good to show the texture too, because it's a very fine, fine grit, and the oils are gonna hydrate. Honey Bloom, holy moly, that smells amazing.
There's real honey in there, and that's why you'll see even the color of it.
Wow.
So we're using the honey, and that's what gives it the bonding ability too, and it's also preserving it. But it feels so nice, because I hate some of these micro exfoliants that you're putting on. They hurt.
Oh yeah.
And call me a suck. I don't want hurt. I don't want to be comfortable, but I want it effective. So the sugar and how we've micronized it, and they're all different sizes.
It's really tiny.
And that's why. So they're some settle at the bottom. You just got to stir it up once, and then you're fine. You don't want to do it again.
Okay.
And the reason why I didn't want to do it, and this is what I'm learning too, the more energy that I give it, you start, and that's why heating things up, you start losing the potency. So if I tell you to stir it up a bit, you're getting it fully active at that point, and it works even better. And you can see.
You can see where I stopped. Look at the brightness of this hand, just from taking away those dead skin cells.
From the enzymes and the potency of our wild-crafted.
Oh my gosh.
And we already have some high elevation. We have plants that get hit with the heat of the sun, the UV rays, because they're so close to it when it's a high elevation. That's what you want to be using, as your actives, and not chemicals. So one application, about 2-minute swirl. You always want to go in a circular.
Bit of water.
Yes. And it also has the thermogel. So this is what makes it so special. So the more heat, you're going to get more bonds. That means more exfoliation. So if you really need a good exfoliant, a really good treatment for that one time, because you feel that, okay, it's just really dull skin.
Yeah.
Then you just want to go a little warmer with the water. Okay. And if you want it to be less exfoliating, you go cooler.
Interesting.
And it rinses off faster. So with heat, and you would think, because normally with heat,
it's usually the opposite.
Yeah. And that's what, then honestly.
Like heat should thin it out.
Yeah, and that's why at that point, you're washing everything off too fast, and it's going down the drain. We just prevented that, so you're getting longer of the active sitting on you. Whether you're exfoliating or not, it's uplifting. It's going into your skin, and that's why it plays a huge role that you have control. So the more heat you get, look at it as more absorption, more treatment. You go to the cool, you're just basically, that's how you actually rinse it off even better, is with cool water.
I can't get over how soft my hand is. You can see the hydration. I just exfoliated it. It doesn't feel dry and tight. It's super hydrated. It's all of those beautiful oils
the glacier
and
milk? How everyone freaks out over that, our facial cleanser. This is, imagine that, but as an exfoliant in the shower. That's kind of the same base that we're using.
All right, let's talk about these scents, because this Honey Bloom might be my new obsession. Apple, linen, fresh air, chestnut honey, gardenia, vanilla, and a hint of musk.
Yeah, so we had that issue with our honey. Remember the bees from Hawaii? And that was the vanilla-based honey. Well, they basically were bougie, and I was warned about it, that they might not produce if something's off. Well, the planet's off, so they weren't producing. Wow. This is my substitute, and it took 2 years to get this together.
Really?
So yeah, here, and we just launched this.
I was gonna say, I've never smelt it before,
Yeah, they're
so that's my
so
first
yum.
time. It's so good. And then we have Coconut Grove.
Yeah, that one I would say is my now all-time #1 coconut, not honey-based,
Okay.
ever.
Really?
It just, yeah, it has a very, yeah, it's clean.
It's not coconut like suntan oil.
No,
it's
see, that's what
coconut
you would
like
think.
if you cut one and like I'm Thai, so I know when they cut the coconut open and stick the straw in it, it's that scent. It's very like earthy but beautiful.
Yeah, this one, it took so long to perfect, and even see it has more of a pinkier tone to it. We're using an orange coconut that it's only found in its Balinese. So that combined with even it's like a wild almond nut that we're using as well. I'm always looking for different aromas, and the honey has a base to it that I've never smelt before. And I was looking at what's going to work best with it.
Yeah.
That little bit of almond, but it's almost like an amaretto, really.
It is. I'm mixing it around like you taught us. You're going to want to mix that around because I can feel the micronized suger at the bottom.
Yeah, so
Just
it's
stir it up a little
settling. So
bit.
I could have easily fixed that, putting a chemical binder in. Nah, no thanks. Just you could use your thumb, use a spoon, whatever. And then you're also giving it the energy that I didn't put in yet, because if I do it and it sits, then it doesn't degrade. But this goes for every single product on the planet. The more energy you give it at the time of manufacturing, and especially if you add heat to it, you're basically taking the potency out.
I can feel the texture changing now that I've stirred it up once.
Yeah, and one application, and I wasn't really big on exfoliating body-wise, whether it was time or whatever. Once I started into this, what a difference. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, your skin will be so soft.
Yeah.
And this will help brighten and smooth. And it
smell
actually made the lines and wrinkles look improved on your body. Like
Yes.
that. So if you have skin like on your
Firming
chest
as well.
and your knees, those areas, elbows, your feet, this is perfect for this time of year. So if you want to grab it, it is $24 off today. Honey Bloom, a little bit more popular. We have coconut